Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the board and management of Airtel Nigeria, we welcome all of you to today's event. However, my welcome would not be proper enough, and it would do good to invite Airtel's Managing Director and CEO, Mr. Segun, Ogunsanya, to please come to that. Please give him a round of applause. I have two governors, the governor of CBN, the governor of my state, and then the governor of Lagos State. Please give him a round of applause, please.
Sorry, please. You shake our short.
Good evening.
What's the problem?
Photographers, can you photographers, please? His Excellency, the Vice President of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Oshibayo, thank you so much for joining us. My pastor, you're very welcome, sir. His Excellency, the Vice President of Ghana, represented by Dr. Antonio Akoto, Minister, thank you so much for coming. I know His Excellency wanted to come. I was with him 3 weeks ago, but he explained the situation to me that the President of Ghana is out of the country, and he has to leave the country. So thank you so much for joining us this evening. I live in Ghana for 13 years, as you know, so it's a pleasure meeting you again after a very long time. And I'm also the chairman of Airtel in Ghana, so thank you for representing Airtel Ghana here. My host governor, the governor of Lagos State, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, good man, an excellent governor, who doesn't want to be referred to as Excellency. Thank you for joining us this evening. Really appreciate it. And my minister, our minister for communications and digital economy, Dr. Issa Ali Ibrahim Matani. I was my minister about 2 days ago in Abuja, and they explained to me he's gone through the Bible so many times, and he can recite the Quran without looking at an iPad. So thank you so much for joining us in Lagos this evening. Maybe I'm going to learn how to read the Quran from you as well, but thank you so much. I'd also like to recognize my own governor, Governor Abadio, who is very good to join us this evening. He is represented by my very good friend, Mr. Antonio Motalani, the Secretary of State Government. Thank you for joining us as well. And the Chairman of State Committee of Communications, Senator Apologies, ably represented by Color Regulator. Thank you so much for coming as well. And the Chairman of the House Committee on Communication, Honorable Akin, thank you for joining us. With your wife, be very pleased to have you with us. The Directors of Airtel, CEO, thank you. The Nika Past Directors Board, Dr. Remioni and Dr. Remioni. And then all of our friends from the media, thank you so much for coming this evening. On behalf of my board, staff, I welcome all of you to this special event, our event, the premiere of Airtel Touching Lives, This is the 5th edition, the 5th time in 5 years I'm doing this. My very best wishes to all, especially members of the press, for their consistent support in showcasing the activities of Airtel Touching Lives. Let me explain what this is all about for those who are coming here for the first time. For this is the 5th time I'm doing this. I know a lot of people inside the room are here for the first time. When I was appointed CEO of Airtel about 7-8 years ago, one thing I was very clear about, that I will do everything within my power to deliver value to all of my stakeholders, shareholders, employees, government, customers, and communities. The community is the most important because I believe that poverty and helplessness should never be permanent features of any community. It shouldn't be. The strong must support the weak, and the rich must support the poor. After all, you can have a lot of money and still live a very poor life. You can have no money at all and live a very rich life. That is because what makes someone rich is not how much they have, but how much they give. And never forget that when it comes to helping others, the size of the audience doesn't matter. When it comes to kindness, the size of the wallet doesn't matter. When it comes to giving, the size of your heart is the only thing that matters. Recently, last Monday, I believe, during the This Year Award, I watched Femi Otedola and he talked about the 5 billion naira which he gave to support IDP in Borno State. Massive gesture, and I salute Femi Otedola for this. But 3 days ago, I interviewed a driver in the office, and he told me the happiest moment was when he used his December bonus to pay the medical bills of his nephew. How much was his bonus? 37,000 naira. That was half his salary. But that was the happiest moment. Both of them gave, Femi gave, this guy gave. And I salute both of them. So the size of the wallet does not matter when it comes to helping others. Remember, giving is also very different from doing business. If you are helping someone and expecting something in return, you are doing business and not kindness. Our touching lives, Airtel Touching Life, is about showing kindness. We expect nothing in return, absolutely nothing. This is not money for exposure for us. We are not trading people's mystery for publicity. Not what we're doing tonight. We're sharing people's stories so that if the stories touch you, you find your own ways or give it to causes you care about. And if you don't give, you're still okay. After all, the world is equally balanced between good and evil. But your next action, whatever you do tonight, may change the balance. Be very good in favor of good. At my 8th year as CEO of Airtel, and I remember calling several meetings about 5 years ago to brainstorm on a lasting legacy. What can we do to impact the man and woman as well, and other privilege? We decided to launch Airtel Touching Lives 5-6 years ago. It is 5th year now. We have never missed an edition. Even in the recession, we have never missed one. At the height of the recession in 2016, my CFO came to me. He said we should suspend it. I said no. It's a commitment to giving. Giving cannot stop. Recession couldn't stop us. And the vision is very simple. Simple one. To provide relief, help to the vulnerable and disadvantaged in our various communities. Put in another way, to touch lives. We are not transforming lives. Only God can transform lives. But we touch their lives. Now let me share some of their stories with you. Examples of what we've done. In one of the years, the Aino family, they lost everything they had in a fire outbreak. But I said everything, including 3 of their 4 children, they were burned to death in a fire incident. We built a new house for them. Others donated air conditioners, fixtures for them to start a new life. They have started a new life. You are recently blessed with a set of twins. In another year, I'm just giving examples. We do many things in a year, but I'm just leaving the very touching ones. One of the years, we provided support for David Anyele. David suffered in the hands of the Revolutionary United Front, a rebel group in Sierra Leone, in 1999. The RUF amputated his hands. They cut off his hands, left him for dead. He struggled for many years until we intervened to assist him. We helped him with new hands. He wanted to set up an ICT for underprivileged kids. We set it up for him. And very recently, Pillar. Pillar is her name. She was full of life. Only 7 years. A tumor was covering one of her legs. The leg was amputated. We decided to buy artificial leg for her. Before that was concluded, the cancer spread to her second leg. And we transferred the funding to full cancer treatment. Unfortunately, she died. We cried. Another young girl, Anna, she was 8 years old. She had a hole in the earth, 8 years old. We took her to India, paid for her surgery. She survived. She's back in school. We laughed when the parents brought her to my office. So similar acts of kindness, but different outcomes. And in Gubbio camp in Maiduguri, the earth of Boko Haram, we are refurbishing a health center. It is an IDP camp. And I was sharing with His Excellency, I know it's very deep passion about the Northeast. We share in your pains. And that of all Nigerians in the northern eastern part of this country, we keep supporting them. Beyond this, we build schools and we rebuild schools. And I was sharing with my minister a moment ago the schools we've done in Lagos State, Ogun State, Kwara State, Imo State, Cross River, and Kaduna, across all geopolitical zones. And we donate ICT centers. We donated one in Ogun State. Full disclosure, in my town, Imodi City. Charity begins at home after all. And it was commissioned by Mr. Togunbo Talabi, representing my governor a few months ago. Thank you for doing that for us. Tonight, we gather toward the premiere of the 5th edition of Airtel Touching Lives. Don't spend your time asking why the world is not a better place. It's a waste of time. The question to ask is, how can you make a better place? How can you make a difference? What can you do to make the world a better place? To that, I have an answer. Show some kindness. Do something. We have done as little as 500,000 naira. Little, that's less than $2,000. And we've done up to 20 million naira through touching lives. So it doesn't matter. The needs are many. The amount is not significant. It's about what you have inside you. Not all of us can do great things, but you can do small things with very great love. And those very small things, they occupy the biggest part of the hearts of those who are touched. We are touching lives. Excellencies, guests, everyone here tonight, don't look away. We have not looked away. We will not look away. Please enjoy the premiere Airtel Touching Lives. Thank you so much for joining us.
Can we kill the house light so some of it can come up properly?
There are many families I know who are deeply in struggle.
Life has always been, should I say, miserable.
I was surprised, I was shocked that what's going on?
I used to sleep around any shop that I found myself.
So I need a help to help me. Please, I need a help.
No one has ever become poor by giving. At Airtel, we strive to make a real positive difference to the lives of millions. Our Airtel Touching Lives initiative reflects our commitment to help people better their lives. We understand that in today's connected world, business is not just about the numbers, profits, and returns. It's about purpose and a meaning. A higher ideal to ensure that individuals, families, and communities that are less fortunate are given an opportunity to better themselves. We provide access to healthcare, water, ICT, education, build new homes, new businesses, and even new limbs to bring positive change to Nigeria. We will continue to provide a solid platform to empower the underprivileged and transform the lives of many in society to alleviate their suffering and bring joy to their lives. Because we know that the more lives we can touch, the better we make Nigeria. Since season 1 several years ago, we have touched the lives of over 3 million people in Nigeria. Let's look back at some of the moments that makes Touching Lives such a special show.
Hello Nigeria, and welcome to the first episode of Airtel Touching Lives, the show that celebrates and assists individuals and projects that are making a difference to the lives of people around them.
The Imbashi community is remote and inaccessible. Over the years, there has been less and less rain, and all the wells have dried up. The village relies on a dirty river that is more than 15 kilometers away. It is having a devastating effect on the development of the community.
Let's see how their lives have changed since appearing on Airtel Touching Lives.
Yeah, I was in Freetown, Sierra Leone in January 1999 after the RUF rebel of Freetown, Sierra Leone invaded Freetown. They captured my residence and took us to another location where they tortured us. About 50 Nigerians were there. At the end, they began to cut off our limbs. They said any attempt for me to resist, that they are going to open fire on me and shoot me. I feel excited, I feel honored, by the fact that Airtel touched our life. The support Airtel gave to us, we can't just quantify it, in terms of material, because we got support in tangible and intangible form, not just as an individual or organization, but showcasing issues of critical importance to Nigerians with disabilities through the Airtel Touching Life. Together, we will build a society that respects each other's rights.
Touching Lives. Imagine if you had to live under a bridge, or to get your first meal, you had to beg for scraps. For Rotimi, this life was his reality.
I was on the street for like 6 months. I used to sleep around any shop that I found myself. After the death of my late father, I left my mother in Osun State because she has remarried to another man and he has his own children and cannot continue to cater for me. It's hard to sleep on the floor because something you are not used to before and you just went to the streets. Sometimes you just find some carton, put it on the floor, then you sleep on it like that.
We finally caught up with Aziz to see how his life has changed.
With the help of the Airtel Touching Live, I've been inspired, motivated, and encouraged to do more, to put more effort in my studies in order for me to be who I really want to be. And with the help of Airtel Touching Live, with the award of the scholarship given to me, I've been encouraged to do more and put in my best in everything I'm doing. Thank you, Airtel. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you.
In season 3, we met up with a brave 9-year-old named Pillar. She lost one of her legs due to cancer and had outgrown her prosthetic leg.
I was 7 years old and it was around April. I was running, so I bumped into the wall.
So we massaged with balm, but she continued to limp. After that, the swelling increased. She was admitted at the hospital. And later in the day, when we saw the doctor, the orthopedic surgeon, he saw the X-ray and there was actually a tumor growing in the knee.
When I bumped my leg, I thought it would feel better, but my parents told me it was cancer.
She started with chemotherapy. She was given the first round of chemotherapy in January, but that did not stop the spread of the cancer. 6 months later, we had to make a life-changing decision for our daughter to amputate her leg or she dies.
Airtel initially offered to get her a new prosthetic leg, but sadly, the cancer had spread to her other leg, and Airtel redirected their funds to her cancer treatment. Unfortunately, Pillar passed away and is no longer with us.
Touching lives.
The Ilaja community is located next to the sea with water surrounding the community, but none of this water is drinkable. The situation is so bad that the water cannot even be used for cooking.
Better katoro mi gan ìnira ló jẹ́ a máa sáré katoro mi ní àrẹ lè ro ibo láti fẹ́ ro mi náà gan omi ló jẹ́ ìṣòro wa omi àárò mi kankan.
We went back to visit the Ilaja community to see how their lives have been changed with the borehole provided by Airtel.
Yọ tí wọ́n gbé Airtel yìí wá síbi ọkàn gbogbo àwọn tó wà níbí ọkàn wọn inú wọn dùn ọkàn wọn dẹ̀ balẹ̀. Àǹfààní yẹn ò dáa torí pé wọ́n tún lọ sọ́nà jíjìn láti lọ máa pọn omi gbogbo àwa táwa lágbègbè mi pé omi tí Airtel gbé wá yìí inú wọn dùn lórí pé wọ́n gbé sí tòsí síbi tí wọ́n wà. Ẹ ṣé o Airtel fún omi tẹ́ gbé wá sínú Àjà Ìlàjẹ community.
The Imodi community has been a center of learning for many towns and villages in the area. But their development has been stifled by a lack of access to computers and internet technology.
I think that the access to the internet will actually help improve knowledge in terms of crop production. It will help in the research that students actually carry out and also the assignments they have in school.
The youth in Nigeria are facing different challenges of not knowing how to use a computer.
When we are given assignment, our teachers will tell us to go and type it or do photocopy. We don't have access to that here in our town. We have to go far away like Ijebu-Ode or Ijebu-Gbo before we can have access to that.
Airtel Touching Lives recently went to visit the new IT center to see how things have changed for the Imodi community.
Airtel have shown commitment to the people of Nigeria. A commitment that runs far and wide, ensuring individuals, families and communities are touched by this special program. Airtel has a hope of their own, to know that they have changed the lives of many in such a way that it will be remembered, not just for years to come, but for generations. This consistent commitment Airtel makes to the upliftment of people and communities is once again being shown in the launch of Touching Lives Season 5. For a nation, it will be a beacon of hope and help. For Airtel, it will be the culmination of 5 years of giving to make Season 5 the best season of Touching Lives yet.
We sure hope you enjoyed this video. For more entertaining video content such as behind the scenes of music videos and movies, music concerts, premieres, interviews, and exclusive gists, subscribe now to our YouTube channel Goldmynetv and be unleashed into a world of super excitement.